Peace and blessings, family. It's me, Coach 67 Sports TV. Shout out to the General 7A Sports TV and the awesome and amazing LDBC, Lions Den Boston community. Shout out to Anthony O'Neill and the Impact Creative Society. Shout out to the greatest university in the world, the Southern University, home of the mighty Jaguars. In this particular video, I'm going to talk about what to expect from Southern University in the 2024 season. Of course, the season is almost upon us. I already have my tickets for the McNeese State game. So it's getting ready to go down. Season getting ready to start. And I know a lot of members of Jaguar Nation like, well, Coach, where your video at? Like, talking about Southern. Well, here we go. Now, I know a lot of individuals, they're talking about the quarterback race, between Noah Biden, Jalen Woods, Zay Tessett, and Angelo Izzard Jr. In my personal opinion, it's not one of the narratives I'm really worried about coming into the season. I think the job is Noah Biden's job to lose. More than likely, I think Noah is going to be the starting quarterback. I think that's pretty much easy to me. Next, in terms of the running back position, of course, we know that Kendrick Grimes made preseason first team all SWAC. I think Kendrick Grimes is going to be a vital part of Southern University's offense. On the offensive side of the ball, of course, they also have Kobe Dillon, C.J. Russell. It's going to be interesting to see if Braylon Morgan is going to be like more of an integral part of the return game in terms of kick return and special teams. I think to kind of alleviate a little bit of pressure on Chandler Whitfield, I think you can make Braylon Morgan like your primary return guy in terms of punt and kick return. That's just my personal opinion. We don't know what happened to Gerard Sims, but I'm not even going to lie. I think if they had him in the fold, I think he would be the one running back that could really complement the other stable of running backs. No disrespect to Carl Ligon, but let's be truthful. He kind of fit into the same mold as Kendrick Grimes and Kobe Dillon and Braylon Morgan. He kind of fits that prototypical Southern University, like third down type back body. Whereas Gerard Sims would be a bigger, stronger back that could kind of complement every back they had. Kind of like a Lionel Nicholas type. So, truthfully speaking, I think Gerard Sims is the one back that if they had, I think he would complement all the rest of the running backs perfectly. But even with that being said, I still think from a running back's perspective, I think Kendrick Grimes is the guy. He's clearly the feature back. He would be the back that, I would lean heavily on of this particular group. Now, in terms of the wide receiving core, Chandler Whitfield, clearly coming into the season, he is the guy from a wide receiver standpoint. He clearly your number one wide receiver. I think he could be like a Fred Bailey type, Kenyatta Sparks. Is he still going to return punts and kicks and be your number one receiver? We don't know. I think it's doable. I think he can do both. But, I think it'll be better if they kind of alleviated that duty from him and gave that to Braylon Morgan. That's just my personal opinion. But either way, I think he's still a number one guy. And I think the interesting thing is going to be, is Quay Davis, is he going to really complement Chandler Whitfield well? I think that's going to be a big thing. And not only that, but if things don't go Quay Davis's way, is he looking to run and leave and jump in the portal again and go to another school? Me personally, I think he's kind of run out of options in my personal opinion. I think he really kind of needs to stick with it and make Southern University his home, in my personal opinion. And then in addition to that, it's Cassius Allen. Is he coming back or not? More than likely, from what I'm understanding, he's probably done at Southern. Hopefully he comes back. I think he would be an excellent possession receiver that could kind of go over the middle and keep the chains moving in big situations. And in addition to that, he can win some 50-50 balls with his size and his strength. But if you don't have Cassius Allen, I think Dupree Fuller becomes that much more imperative to your offense. In the spring game, he didn't have a lot of touches, but truthfully speaking, I'm not gonna lie, like they kind of used him to jumpstart the offense. So I think it's gonna be imperative that they use Dupree Fuller to kind of go over the middle and kind of make plays, keep the chains moving. Run him up the seam, throwing the ball, let him get underneath at times and get the ball. Tight end in the SWAC is a good weapon if you know how to use him properly. So I think Dupree Fuller, I think he could be the guy for the job. And then not only that, Darren Morris, is he gonna be back? I don't remember seeing him in the spring. Is Tyler Kirkwood coming back? But if not, I mean Cameron Jackson and Damian Knight, and I think they did an excellent job in the spring game. Both of them caught touchdowns. But I think the biggest issue and concern for me as a Southern University fan, not from a coach's perspective, but from a fan's perspective, is the offensive line play. The offensive line play was questionable and suspect at best. So it's going to be imperative to see if they address the offensive line issues. It's Mark Frederick from an offensive coordinator standpoint. Is he going to have more of a balanced attack, or is he going to do like he did in the spring game and lean more on a passing attack because the offensive line play is suspect? I think that's going to be the biggest thing. Going to the defensive side of the ball, looking at Henry Miller's defense, of course, we know Kelby Givens. He was the SWAC preseason Defensive Player of the Year. I think he's worthy of that particular honor. But the thing about it was, I said this last year, even though I felt like Kelby Givens was the best pass rusher, I felt like Taj Brown was more of a disruptive force. I think the thing with Taj Brown was, he kept getting nicked up. He was injury prone, but when he was out there and he was healthy, he wreaked a lot of havoc. He was more of a disruptive force. And I think Kelby Givens kind of needs that to feed off on the opposite side. Who's going to be the guy to kind of take that Taj Brown, Jordan Lewis slot? Is it going to be Jelani Davis? Can Jelani Davis be like a Jordan Lewis type player, a hybrid linebacker, defensive end type? Can he be like a Jordan Lewis type player and kind of fill that role and fill that other end spot that Taj Brown left void? So it's going to be imperative to see if Jelani Davis can be a Jordan Lewis, Trey Lang type pass rusher. In addition to that, Willie Miles had an excellent spring game. Can Willie Miles bottle that up and bring that into the regular season? Can he be like a DeMarcus Miller, Jason Dumas type disruptor, at the defensive tackle spot? And in addition to that, like, who's going to be the defensive tackle opposite of him? I haven't heard anything about Davin Cotton. I haven't heard anything about Christian Zachary. Is Davin Cotton, is he still on the roster or not? Is Christian Zachary, is he going to emerge into what we thought he would be at one point? These are some interesting questions. In addition to that, what linebacker is really going to step up? That's going to be interesting. But I think the biggest question mark is the secondary. Is Dylan Wilson going to be as good as people say he's going to be? Rodney Johnson is like the really only experience player in the secondary Southern University has coming back. Can Dylan Wilson fill that void? It's going to be interesting to see. In addition to that, from a special team standpoint, we already know that Braxton Blackwell and Joshua Griffin from a kicker. Of course, Joshua Griffin, the kicker, Braxton Blackwell, the deep snapper. We know those two guys, preseason, all special teams, all SWAC, preseason all SWAC from a special teams perspective. But I don't think people really realize how good of a punter Ruben Beauplance was last year. Mr. Goldenfoot. Honestly, I think from a special team standpoint, this no disrespect to Braxton Blackwell or disrespect to Joshua Griffin, but from a special team standpoint, I think Ruben Beauplance was the MVP last year because so often, from an offensive standpoint, Southern University offense could not move the ball whatsoever, and it would be pin deep. And Ruben Beauplance would go out on the field. He would have an excellent punt, and he would flip the field, and Southern will go from having poor field position offensively to the opposing offense having poor field position. So, I mean, in many instances, he was able to flip the field and put Southern's defense, in a good situation. So, who's going to be the replacement for Ruben Beauplance? Is it Kenny Lee Pham? The transfer that's coming in. So, all of these questions need to be addressed, and all of these questions need to be answered coming into the season. So, hopefully Southern has, of course, I'm going to be at the McNeese State game. Of course, there will be no live next Saturday because I'm going to be at Southern University Fan Fest, and just kind of want to, just go and just kind of, just be a Southern University fan for a day, you know what I'm saying, as usual. So, hopefully you found value in this video. Like the video, share the video, comment in the comment section, subscribe to the channel. Also, click the notification bell so you can be alerted anytime I post any new videos. Of course, this is part one of, these two videos. I'm going to have another video like this dropping a little bit later. In addition to that, tomorrow, check out my brother Jared 11 Green, Southern Baller Show, 3:30 Central Standard Time with him and the entire fam, you know what I'm saying? Also, go and check out my brother Brent Fox. It was excellent meeting him. Not meeting him, but reconnecting with him this weekend at the LDBC meet and greet. So, definitely go check out my brothers Jared 11 Green and Brent Fox. Also, check out Louisiana All-American Sports Network. We're going to be doing a lot of collaborating this season in terms of just covering middle school, high school, sporting events, Southern University content. That's going to be a new category that he's going to add, based on our partnership. So also go check out the Louisiana All-American Sports Network. I just appreciate everybody that's been showing love, been rocking with me. I'll catch y'all on the rebound. Y'all have a blessed, phenomenal evening. Peace and blessings.